The case of the missing toy mouse. In the cozy little town of Whiskerton, there was a small detective agency run by three very clever and curious cats. They were known as the Kitty Detective Club. The members? Whiskers, the brave leader with a keen sense of observation. Pause. The tech genius who could hack into any computer with just a few clicks of her claws. And Luna, the fast-thinking, sharp-tongued problem solver, who could always make sense of the most confusing clues. One crisp autumn morning, they were lounging in their office, which was simply a cozy corner of Whisker's house, when a distressed tabby named Tinkerbell burst through the door. "Help! Help!" Tinkerbell cried, her fur ruffled and eyes wide with panic. "My favorite toy mouse has gone missing." The trio of detectives looked at each other, already sensing a new case on the horizon. "Don't worry, Tinkerbell," Whiskers said confidently. "We'll get to the bottom of this. Tell us everything you know." Tinkerbell took a deep breath. "I left my squeaky toy mouse right by my bed last night. I always sleep with it. But when I woke up this morning, it was gone. I searched everywhere under the bed, in the closet, behind the curtains, but I can't find it anywhere. I think someone stole it." Luna stretched her paws and yawned. "Sounds like a classic case of a missing object. We'll need to investigate every corner of this house." Whiskers nodded. "Let's start by examining the scene of the crime." The group followed Tinkerbell to her bedroom, where they found the spot where the toy mouse had last been. Tinkerbell was right, the mouse was gone. Paws immediately began scanning the room with her sharp eyes, noticing something odd near the window. Small, muddy paw prints. "These prints lead outside," Paws said, squinting at the marks. "Looks like we've got our first clue." The team followed the paw prints outside and onto the garden path. They meandered around the flower beds, past the old oak tree, into a small shed at the edge of the yard. Luna sniffed the air. "I smell something familiar. And it's not just the fresh grass. It's tuna and something else. Oh, I know that smell. It's catnip." Whisker's ears perked up. This is no ordinary thief. It's a cat with a serious taste for treats. They crept toward the shed and peeked inside through a crack in the wooden door. To their surprise, they saw a young, fluffy cat named Socks sitting inside, munching on Tinkerbell's toy mouse. His eyes were wide with delight as he nibbled on the tail. "Socks," Whiskers called out in a stern voice. "What do you think you're doing?" Socks froze mid-bite, his ears flattening against his head. Oh, I didn't think anyone would find me here." Tinkerbell was shocked. "Socks, why did you take my toy mouse?" Socks looked guilty, his tail twitching. "I'm sorry, Tinkerbell. I didn't mean to upset you. You see, I've been feeling a little lonely, and when I found your toy mouse, I thought maybe if I took it, it would remind me of how fun it is to play. I just didn't realize how much you loved it." Whiskers walked over to Socks and gently nudged the toy out of his paws. "It's not okay to take something that doesn't belong to you, Socks, even if you're lonely. But I understand why you did it." Luna smiled. "Yeah, sometimes we all just need a little attention, but we need to ask for it the right way." "Paws, always the practical one," added next time Socks. "Why don't you ask if you can play with the toys before taking them? I'm sure Tinkerbell wouldn't mind sharing." Tinkerbell, after a long pause, nodded. "I guess I could have shared, but I really love that toy mouse. Maybe we can all play together next time?" Socks brightened up immediately. "You'd really let me join in?" "I'd love that." With the case solved, the Kitty Detective Club returned to their office, where they celebrated by sharing some of their favorite treats. The case of the missing toy mouse had been solved, but more adventures awaited them in the future. As Whiskers leaned back in her chair, she said, "Another mystery solved, team. Great work. But remember, there's always another mystery just around the corner." And with that, the Kitty Detective Club was ready for their next big case.